All right, welcome into Bud Light Game Night. We are live at Still Gastropub down in the Lakeview District, the always fun Lakeview District. He's Lance Taylor. I'm Ryan Brown. That's Jim Dunaway. It is Bud Light Game Night. You can join us in the chat. Shoot us your comments as well and on Twitter or Facebook or wherever you're following us. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you have already subscribed to our YouTube channel. If not, please do so right now. And give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube right there. And also tell everybody about it. Set your alerts. If you're watching us on Twitter, fire a retweet off. That would be really, really helpful. Build up the audience here. Retweet it. Give us a thumbs up there as well. Share us on Facebook and thumbs us up there as well. We are at Still Gastropub with our friends at Bud Light. This menu looks phenomenal.
Oh, hey, we were just looking at the mac and cheese egg roll.
Yes, sir.
Like I've had Southwest egg rolls before. I've never had a mac and cheese egg roll.
So we've got mac and cheese wrapped in the egg roll shell, and we deep fry it. And
Let me describe it.
Describe it there.
Mac and cheese and mozzarella stuffed into a traditional egg roll wrapper, then served with pineapple chili dipping sauce.
Oh.
Yes. You know me, I like a good cheese and pineapple dip. That is fantastic.
I love Lakeview. I never come down here as much as I should. I used to come down here all the time.
Yeah.
It's one of the best parts of Birmingham, I think, if not the best part of Birmingham.
So I'll tell you all a story. You see the railing right out here?
Yes.
The railing right outside next
Yeah.
to the road?
Yeah.
Jumped
Okay.
it. You jumped it one time?
No. So when they had the Regents bikes, they've got those little bird scooters now, which I
Right.
think are a lot more dangerous than the bike. But
100%.
when they had the Regents bikes, Saturday nights after watching all day when I lived downtown, we would come out at night. So we'd get out about 11 o'clock and we'd come down to Lakeview.
So basically drunk bicycle riding.
Yeah. But, we were careful, very responsible. But anyway, I got way too close to that rail one night and I caught the handle of the bike and my hand into the rail.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That
And
sounds awful.
oh, it was that immediate pain that the first thing I thought was, I'm going to have to get surgery on this.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like unnecessary surgery when you're old.
There is nothing like that.
But I got fortunate and it just kind of wore off after 6, 7, 8 weeks, something like that. It was bad for a while.
Bad for a while, but wore off.
Yeah, but it was that railing right there.
Do you have you ever noticed with Lance when we go out that there's almost where are you going?
I was just going to move the bag. Are we giving this away tonight?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
okay.
and the speaker. Yeah, we'll get to
okay.
that.
All right. I didn't know. Didn't know.
A lot
My
of
bad.
swag to give out.
Yeah.
Oh, we got swag to give out?
Yeah.
My bad. I'm back, Brown. I'm back. Reel me back in, Brown.
Yes, I didn't know where you were going. Have you ever noticed that when we travel with Lance, there always seems to be a story about some sort of injury or something like that?
Yep.
And like you got a lot of places in town where you can say, right there, I got a story about this. And
Got stitches right there.
yeah, that's right. I knocked 2 teeth out right there.
Football tonight. Browns Dolphins playing tonight.
Wrong. Bengals and Dolphins.
Yeah, good job. If you're,
I said Browns Dolphins.
oh,
Oh.
you could see the confusion knowing that.
Browns Dolphins
Yeah.
playing in
I was
Cincinnati
about to
against
say
the
Dunaway,
Bengals.
he's 2 for
Yeah.
2. He's moved the
But you
bag.
agreed with me, right?
Yeah, I thought you meant Browns
I
Dolphins.
thought the
Yeah.
Wicked Weed, which, by the way, this IPA is fantastic. $3 for a pint tonight. You can get a Bud Light pint for $3.
Yep.
I recommend if you like IPAs, me and Dunaway are on the Wicked Weed. It's very, very good.
Things you never thought you'd hear. Me and Dunaway on the Wicked Weed.
What,
IPA.
describe the Wicked Weed. How would you describe this?
So it's a hoppy taste from the
Right.
it's Asheville.
but they
Asheville's it's Austin East.
Austin
Yeah,
East.
But I would say that this IPA,
Yeah. They bring this out in the fall, right? This is a fall beer.
yeah, I get a little nutty citrus.
Nutty's the way I was going to go. Citrus, yes. Not fruity. Citrus, yes.
Right.
It's very good.
No, it's fantastic IPA.
Yeah, and I think you've either got to like Taylor Korn, our social media director over there. She's not an IPA fan.
Right.
She's still young though.
She'll grow into it.
It's an acquired taste. The IPA. Yep. Much like the Auburn offense these days.
Oh, look at what he did right there. Look what he did
Okay,
right
before
there.
we get to some of these
I don't know how
questions-
you would acquire that taste.
Okay, so tonight you're 3-0 Dolphins on the road, underachieving 1-2 Bengals.
Yep.
Was talking to the fine folks here at Still Gastropub in Lakeview. They're like, the Bengals just aren't that good. And I said, you got to remember, last year they were 10-7. They snuck into the playoffs and they just got hot at the right time.
Yeah, they're about what they were last year,
Yeah.
probably, I would think.
Look, I think Joe Burrow is going to be really good. He already is good.
Jamar Chase.
But my question to you guys was best receiver on the field tonight. Is it Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle?
I think Tyreek Hill career-wise. I think one day it could be Waddle or Chase, but I think if you look at the totality of their career so far, you would have to go Tyreek Hill, I think.
Yeah, I think the mistake you're making is you're separating them. I think the fact you got Jalen and Tyreek together,
it's the best combo in the NFL right now.
Pushes them ahead of Jamar Chase, and who's their number 2? Higgins.
Higgins or Boyd. Higgins is their number 2. Higgins is number 2.
Would you agree with me though that they're probably right now Tua and Tyreek Hill are the best combo of receivers in the NFL?
I think if there's one player that really, Cooper Kupp's up there. I mean, he's probably viewed as the best receiver. What I was going to say, if there is one player that strikes the most fear in a defensive coordinator, it probably is Tyreek Hill, just because you can't do anything about the speed. Now, Cooper Kupp is a guy that is always open.
Right.
You don't have to worry about that burning speed, but Tyreek, I don't know if we've ever seen a player this fast. I know that sounds like hyperbole, but can you guys make Deion Sanders maybe?
I mean, like Willie Gault had track speed, they always said. I don't know what Willie Gault clocked the 40 in, but even though Willie Gault played for the World Championship Bears, this is going to be an insult to Willie Gault. I don't know that I viewed Willie Gault as a receiver.
Yeah.
I mean, he played receiver,
but for instance, Alvin Kamara with the Saints in that best year he had was elusive, but he didn't have the same flat out straight speed that Tyreek Hill has. Tyreek Hill has the elusiveness, plus when he gets in the open field, he just outruns everybody in the field. He's the fastest guy on the field.
I don't know if we've ever seen a running back as fast as Tyreek Hill. Tyreek is he's next level. He knows he's next level. He'll let you know about it.
He is not short on confidence.
He's let Eli Apple know tonight that he's coming after
That's going to be fun. And Tua has even said, if I see him one-on-one, I'm going Tyreek. Tua's even called his shot. Yeah.
And that was another storyline coming into this game. And I guess he's officially been cleared. He's going
to play. Billy asked the game, or the question you're about to ask, does Tua play the whole game? That's what Billy asked on Facebook.
I don't know about the whole game.
He's going to start.
He's going to give it a shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's fortunate he's not playing behind that Cincinnati Bengals line, or he would not be playing.
No, he would not. And that's the thing. The reason, if people are talking about the Bengals aren't what they were, the reason is they can't protect Joe Burrow. The guy gets sacked all the time.
But, they couldn't in the playoffs last year.
I know.
You think about the final play of the offensive year of 2021-2022, was Burrow. It should have been a sack, but it was just kind of a throwaway because of the pressure from Aaron Donald. But, against Tennessee, I think he was sacked 9 times. Against the Raiders, it was something like 7 times. I mean, he was on his back the entire postseason.
Yep. There's no doubt that's a huge issue for the Cincinnati Bengals tonight. But Dunaway for the Dolphins, the huge issue is the health of Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, I don't think you're going to go win this game with Teddy Bridgewater.
I don't think so either. But I mean, Cooper Rush is doing it for Dallas, and I think Teddy Bridgewater has got experience as a starter. I mean, you have number 2 quarterbacks for a reason, and you want to be able to pick up with those kind of receivers. I think Bridgewater, if he has to play, can keep him in the game.
Well, given the opportunity to mentally prepare as a starter for the week, right? Because he didn't get a chance to do that against Buffalo. He was forced in there very quickly. When Tua hit his head and hurt his back again, he was forced in there very quickly, and it didn't go well for him.
I hate to compare these two because it's going to sound like an injury comparison, but Teddy Bridgewater, to me, without getting injured early on, would have been Alex Smith. I think Teddy Bridgewater was a very accurate, cerebral quarterback. Both of them obviously had significant injuries. Alex Smith towards the end of his career, Teddy Bridgewater really early, but
both almost lost their leg.
Yeah, let's not forget, though, Bridgewater 2 years ago for the Saints was 7-0 as a starting quarterback.
Yeah, he was. But to your point, prior to that injury where he almost lost his leg, he was off to a great start from Minnesota. That was a really good offense.
I think he would have been a 12-year starter, a Trent Green.
I don't disagree.
One of those guys, not great, like a B, a solid guy with the right surrounding parts could get you possibly to a Super Bowl. And I think with Bridgewater tonight, I still think you guys could win.
Well, I hope you're right.
By the way, I have a stake on it tonight. I got the Dolphins straight up against the Bengals tonight.
And the Dolphins are catching what, 4.5 now?
3.5. Right?
3.5. Yep. That's a standard Dunaway bet. Yes.
Yeah.
The thing that scares me the most is how much energy and effort and bodily fluids and everything the Dolphins had to expend to get that win against Buffalo. It's hard to recover from that in a normal week, much less a short week with travel. And that's a lot to ask of Miami.
And I don't disagree. And look, and I know last week the Bengals were going against the backup quarterback in Joe Flacco, and it looks like Zach Wilson will be cleared this week to play. but it looked like Cincinnati found some sink in that offense.
Yeah.
And with what you said, I mean, it's one of the reasons that I'll go on and say this.
Here we go.
I like the Bengals.
I knew
tonight.
you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
I
a
really do.
surprise.
I really do.
And you have a stake on them already, so I knew you.
And honestly, without DJ Reader on defense, that's a big loss for the Bengals. So I'm interested to see how much Chase Edmonds is utilized tonight.
Yeah.
It's a bodily fluid game. Brown said
It
a
is.
bodily fluid.
Bodily
game.
fluid. You got to have them, Jimmy. What happens if you don't have bodily fluids?
You're just dust, man.
Dead, man.
I do think your team is a better team.
Then
the
Buffalo,
Bengals.
then the
I
Cincinnati
do.
Bengals. Okay.
I do, but I just think it's one of those spots in the NFL. Teams can't go undefeated. People were talking about the Bills as an undefeated team a couple of weeks ago.
Please, they didn't make it through 3 weeks.
Yeah, it didn't make it through September. So
Yeah.
this is just one of those leagues. If you go 11-6, you've had an incredible year. Once you get to the postseason, it's a crapshoot. But I do think the Bengals kind of get right tonight.
What
Just
are you
my
doing?
opinion.
What do I always say, bro? In the NFL, everybody funnels to the middle, don't they?
They do, and that
funnel to
was
the middle.
Dunaway and I had lunch after the show before we came down here to Steel Gastropub for Bud Light game night, and we were talking about the game because I mean, listen, if the Dolphins, if you told me Miami as a Dolphins fan, hosting New England, at Baltimore, hosting Buffalo, at Cincinnati, 3-1, I would have said, don't even snap a football.
Right.
I mean,
And that's the NFL.
yeah,
I mean, the Dolphins are 3-0. The Bengals are 1-2. They're too good to be 1-3.
that's right. It's
And
good.
the Dolphins aren't good enough to be 4-0. So
Well,
they funnel to the middle.
Regression to the mean.
When as a Dolphins fan, I would look at this. I would look at the East. Patriots ain't going to happen
Yeah,
this year.
Mac Jones back in the facility today, but he's at very best banged up playing.
And
Yeah,
even if
day
he
to day.
plays,
Yeah.
watching him last week against Baltimore, he was lost in spots, 3 picks. So I think the Patriots, this is one of those years where Belichick's going to miss the postseason. Jets are going to miss the postseason. Then you move over to the South. One team's
one
going to
team
win
out of
that,
there.
and that's
Yep,
it.
it's whoever wins that division.
The North, I think Baltimore is really good, and then we'll see what happens with the other 3 teams.
Cleveland's an interesting team because they are going to get Deshaun Watson back.
We assume they will, but
Well, that's true.
we really
Yeah,
don't know for
yeah,
a fact.
yeah.
So it's Baltimore. And then when you look at the West, which we thought was going to be completely loaded, we've talked about
Yeah.
this. The Chargers have been disappointing. The Raiders are the only team that hasn't won a game yet. The Chiefs are really good. I don't think they're as good as they have been in the past. And then you look at the Broncos. The Broncos' offense is completely out of sorts.
Yeah.
So anyway, my point is, your Dolphins make the postseason.
Thank you, Lance.
Unless you have major injuries.
Yeah, I mean, Tua going down would obviously change that, and that's a
Or even Waddle or Tyreek. I
Yeah.
mean, one of those two. I mean, that core, those 3,
If they
is
stay
so
healthy.
important.
If
Yeah.
those 3 stay healthy, I agree. Miami makes the playoffs.
12 minutes into the show of Ask Us Anything, and we've now broken down the Dolphins season. And the
Thank you.
Bengals.
Okay, I'm done.
my
I'm
favorite-
done with sports.
it's my favorite show
I'm
we've-
on my Wicked Weed. Again, $3 pints for the Wicked Weed and the Bud Light. We've got great prizes to give away. We do this every
these
Thursday night.
prizes?
So that is what looks like a Alexa, maybe,
Well, it
but it's not
says-
an Alexa.
It says a size-defying bass. It's a Mini 3. It's a
It's a
mini
Bluetooth
speaker.
speaker.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fully waterproof. Flip
Yes.
over
Yep.
the other side. I think it's liked by 20 million people. No,
I don't think you meant the bottom.
the other
Right.
other side. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
What's it
absolutely.
say?
Incredible sound, loved by 20 million plus people.
I
All
mean, how
of
could
them-
you go wrong?
All
Yep.
of them between 24 and 28 years old and smiling.
What
Yeah.
do 20 million and equally?
That's like Seoul, Korea. Love that.
Yep.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it floats and
Mhm.
it's waterproof.
Yep.
How about that?
There you go. So we're
And
giving
it's
that
a
away.
gift for me. What is this?
No, it's a giveaway. And the backpack that Jim tried to move out of the shot earlier. We're giving that away. They come scan the QR code. It's way back there somewhere. They come see our friends at Bud Light, scan the QR code, and you're in. You're in for the win.
Scan the QR code. Ask
Um,
us anything. You know how to do it on the video platform here. You just hit in the comment section and jump in there and let us know what you're thinking about tonight.
That's right. Again, we are at Steel Gastropub, Lakeview District. If you're watching us on YouTube and haven't subscribed, please do that and give us a thumbs up and hit us up in the comments. If you're watching us on Twitter, just fire off a retweet right now. We'd greatly appreciate that and give us a thumbs up as well. Share us on Facebook, like us there, and like us on Twitch as well. We're with you 9 to 1 every day if you just stumbled across us.
Yeah,
here.
300th show today. We
Well-
did our 300th live show today.
Lunsford says this is show 542.
This is show 542 of the extra show.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there was
that's-
some.
that's
Must be a
Flores.
No, it was show 300 today. Let's roll with it. Let's keep going.
I think there was
Yeah.
some confusion there
Yeah,
in the
well,
back on the back row.
Only with Floribama
Yeah.
with 542.
B. Foshi says this is the perfect start to a Thursday night every week. I agree.
Yeah, me
I
too.
love doing these shows. We go out to great places like Still Gastropub and all the other places we've been with our friends at Bud Light. And it's just a fun layback atmosphere, man.
Oh, it's becoming one of my more fun shows.
It's like our kids, LT. Don't name your favorite.
No, what I was going to say, our Thursday night shows on location and our Saturday post game shows might be my favorite. You guys?
Well, I enjoy the Saturday morning show, waking up early, having a good breakfast. Our own version of game day.
LT hadn't seen the start of that show yet.
Yeah, he has
9:01 both times.
You have missed the kickoff both times.
No, I figure that's my signature move. I come in at
that's right.
9:01.
Hey, Lance has joined us. He's like Corso. We pull him off the stage and put him on the stage.
Meanwhile, Lunsford is juggling graphics in the back. Oh, got to get the 3 box ready now.
So I'm seeing right now Krista McCaffrey already injured.
Yeah, it's that's a scheduled tweet right there, man. You can send that one out.
Yeah. Adam Schefter's written 5 books.
Oh my gosh, we're just gonna read the TV screen now.
Haven't read one.
That's shocking, though, isn't it?
It is.
Happy birthday, Cordell Patterson today. No, Cordell Jones, not Cordell Patterson.
Ansley
we
says,
didn't get to the birthdays today.
all right, 4-man scramble between you guys and Rockstar. What's the over/under for how many shots Lance would contribute?
Oh, Ansley, let's not be mean about that.
Well,
Do I know it? Is this the Ansley I knew from college?
I really don't know.
But I love
she has
her.
not commented on that on YouTube. Yeah.
So I am really, really good at contributing one random putt, one really good drive, and a couple of chips. I think I'd be about 4.
That's the thing about any scramble. Like you could have Rory McIlroy playing on a scramble team,
and I can hit one better shot than
some
McIlroy.
random jackleg is going to make a putt from 80 feet out of his mind for an eagle, right? I mean, that's the way a scramble works.
And usually my shots are safe shots that don't get used in scrambles.
Yeah, normally you make Dunaway feel good by saying, all right, Jim's got one in the fairway. That means we can go for the green now.
That's exactly right.
Right.
I hit first, and I hit 220 down the middle.
That's right. Jim's in the fairway.
We don't want to play that one. It's the safety ball.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't love scrambles, but it's
well,
fine.
I'm surprised you don't. I know uppity golfer here, Brown, doesn't
Well,
like
I used
them.
to love them because I sucked and would occasionally hit the great shot. But usually now you just never use any of my shots.
Well, the thing about it is we never get asked anymore because our time changed. When we moved to mornings, it was one scramble invite after another. And it's not uppity Brown. It's just I had to manage my time better.
Well, we got invited to play in a scramble tonight.
Y'all did.
No offense to you, but
I did not get invited.
Under the lights with free Bud Light.
Yeah. All right.
Benefiting ovarian cancer.
Here we go. Ush, Mike Post is 78 today. He wrote the music for the following TV themes. Each of you pick your favorite theme. Rockford Files.
Nope.
I couldn't think of that one. Magnum PI.
Nope.
Hill Street Blues.
Yeah, not bad.
Great American Hero.
Loved it.
LA Law. Quantum Leap.
I'd go. I mean, the Greatest American Hero would be good.
I'm trying to remember how that one went.
Oh, it's the one that has lyrics first.
Yeah,
it was actually a hit song.
Good career for him, but I'm probably not going to pour one out when Mike Post goes down.
Yeah, Magnum PI. I seemed as a kid to like the theme to Magnum PI.
Well, you're flying in a helicopter over the Hawaiian Islands.
Did I ever tell you my ex-father-in-law thought he was Magnum PI for a little bit?
No, but I'd like to hear that. Let's hear it.
Well, no, he had the mustache. He wore the Detroit Tigers hat. He wore the flowered shirt.
My dad had the what's it called? The tight curled.
The Jerry curl afro, basically.
A white man's perm?
Yeah, he had the perm.
Yeah.
My dad had that with a mustache for a while.
Interesting. I did not know that about your dad.
No.
So did your father-in-law want to be a private investigator, or he just wanted the look?
I just think he wanted to be Tom Selleck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would imagine a lot of men in the 80s did.
Yeah.
I bet Tom did okay, wouldn't you think?
I would think he
Was he ever married?
Tom Selleck, I am going to say, was married twice.
You think so?
Yep.
I just saw the forecast for Clemson. That thing, Ian's going to be a Hurricane 1 when it hits the South Carolina shore.
Yep.
And it's going to be right over Clemson, South Carolina at 6:00.
You know what Dunaway's trying to do here? He's trying to show off his eyes without his readers.
I know. I mean, these TV screens are massive.
Yeah, but I can see in a distance fine. I just can't read what's on the screen.
Tom Selleck.
I'm going to say married twice.
Age what? What do you think his age is?
I would say Tom Selleck is 76.
Tom Selleck is 77. Do you know where he was born?
I am going to say Tom Selleck was born in Minnesota randomly.
Very close.
I'm
Do you
going to
know?
say New Brunswick.
Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
Motor City.
Maybe that's why I wore a Detroit Tigers hat.
I would imagine that's it. I never combined those
It
two.
all comes together now,
And
Ush.
you know where he went to school, Tom Selleck. Where he
Michigan
went to
State.
college? Negative.
Probably went to USC.
USC.
Oh, I thought I went to Michigan State.
He twice
Great
was
film school.
He twice was married. Jacqueline Ray from
Th-
1971 to 1982.
I'm on fire here.
You really are. You have. I mean, you know your crap on Tom Selleck.
Oh,
And then Julie Mack. He married her in 87, and they're still married.
wow.
Yeah,
She
that's good.
sounds cute.
True love.
Oh, Julie Mack. Did
She
you know?
sounds fun.
Did you know Tom Selleck served
In the military?
in the military? Did y'all
Don't
know that?
surprise me.
Yeah, Vietnam War.
I don't know if he was in Vietnam or not, Jim. I'd have to look at that, but he reached the rank of sergeant. That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't decide if he was in anything good, like Quigley Down Under.
I kind
remember
of like
watching
that movie. Did you not like that movie?
He was
I thought
great.
it was
with
okay.
Friends.
And Friends,
Yeah.
when he was Monica's husband, right?
I never
No,
saw
not
him.
her husband. They dated.
They dated. That's
Yeah.
true. That's a good point.
He wanted to get married. She did not.
So you liked him. Did you like Quigley Down Under?
There
Is
was a
that what you
movie
said?
called Lassiter with Gene Simmons was
Mhm.
the bad guy.
Never saw it.
A really weird movie.
So he was in the California National Guard. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't
but you know what happened there, don't you?
Dishonorably discharged.
Nope. Got the old draft notice and joined the National Guard. That was how you served, but didn't have to go to Vietnam, wasn't it?
Yeah, or you
I don't
ran
know,
to
Brown.
Canada.
Oh, leave it to Brown. Serious.
No,
on a
no, no,
Thursday
no. But I
night.
think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. Now I'm not going to diminish his service. A lot of people just dodged and fled to Canada or something.
Wicked Weed Brewing and Bud Light Game Night
Don't you
happening
love when-
tonight.
How he does it when he gets, oh God, Brown's going down a dangerous road here. We're talking about people dodging the draft.
Trying
Say
to-
anything, Jim. Wicked weed.
Yeah, trying to save you.
Well, I
man.
mean, I'm talking about dodging the draft. You don't think the vast majority of our audience thinks dodging the draft was a bad thing?
Oh,
Hey, Muhammad
absolutely.
Ali,
Don't
he-
don't try to Dan Orlovsky me.
No,
here.
but Muhammad Ali dodged a draft, right?
He did. Well, he
John
he was a
Wayne.
conscientious objector.
John Wayne dodged the draft.
Yeah, I mean, people forgave them. I'm not saying it's unforgivable, but I was just going to point out that he joined the National Guard probably so he didn't have to go to Vietnam.
Let's try to get Tom Selleck on the show. We'll ask him about
He's
it.
still alive. What about?
Oh, you know who's birthday today? You know who's still alive?
Who?
That will shock you.
All right,
Wait.
I'm going to look him up. Him or her?
See him.
Is it him?
Oh, I will say.
I'll give you one clue, and you tell me if this gives it to you. Probably the most famous person ever to marry a 13-year-old.
Roman Polanski.
Woody Allen.
Wow, I didn't know there were so many people that married
Yeah.
13-year-olds.
Well, I think they just
Wrong
bang
and
'em.
wrong.
I don't know if they marry him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Roman Polanski had to flee America
he's
because of it.
he's never come back.
Yeah. Of course, Hollywood supports him.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
He's still
is
alive.
still alive. Does
I
that not
don't
no,
shock
he's
you?
not. No, you're confusing Jerry Lee Lewis and Jerry Lewis. Jerry Lee Lewis is still alive. That does shock me.
How old?
Who am I
91?
confusing, Brown?
No, he's not 91. Lance missed one.
Yeah, he's 88.
86. I'm just according to Wikipedia. I mean,
No,
we go by you and go by
Yeah,
Wikipedia.
but he could be lying about his age too.
He's so damn old. They don't even update
Yeah,
his
that's-
Wikipedia anymore.
whatever. He ain't alive. Don't go
Yeah.
update that.
Yeah. Do we have to do Jerry Lee Lewis? No, he died 2
Nope,
years
died
ago.
years ago. All right,
Yeah.
let's move on.
I
So,
was shocked today. I saw still alive.
all right, he's been
Great balls of dust, right?
Yeah.
Great balls of dust.
No doubt.
I mean, he was like older than Elvis.
how
Oh yeah.
how many wives for him?
Oh, Jerry Lee Lewis. I would say he had 6.
I think he stopped with a 13-year-old.
Jerry Lee Lewis has been married 7 times, including bigamous marriages and marriage with his underage cousin. That
Yeah.
guy tried everything.
It's the underage cousin once in the movie.
He had
Yeah.
6 children.
The
Look at
girl,
this.
the girl that shoplifted all the time. What was her name?
Winona Ryder.
She played the
Yeah.
underage cousin in the movie.
Now, but come on, man. When he was 16 when he married her,
He was 16.
She was 13.
Yeah, I don't have a
Oh.
problem with that.
I thought I'd see in the movie. It
Yeah.
looked like he was 20 something.
He married Dorothy Barton, the daughter of a preacher. Their union lasted for 20 months.
He played. Her dad played like bass in
His,
the little band.
his second marriage was to Jane Mitchum. She was an actress, right?
yeah, that was Robert Mitchum's sister,
Right.
I think.
No, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, Jim. His third marriage was to his 13-year-old not just a 13-year-old, a 13-year-old cousin.
Yeah.
So he was like, listen,
And how old was he then?
if I'm going to break some laws.
No, that's where we the red flag pops up. On
Yeah,
that one.
which one, the cousin or the 13-year-old cousin?
Both.
Which one gets you?
Yeah.
His third marriage was to his 13-year-old cousin, Myra Gail Brown, no relation that I'm aware of.
And how old was he
Well,
then?
all right, you're going to have to do some math here. He married her in 1957, and he was born in 1935. So what was he, 22?
Yeah. So he's 22. She's 13.
That's a little different than 16
Yeah.
and 13. I'm
Like
not telling you.
it was so bad they wouldn't let him play concerts in Canada.
Yeah.
Or
I
in
mean,
England.
If he was 32, she was 23. Not a big deal.
No, you're right. Isn't that? Well, I mean, it's not weird. She's a dang teenager. She's
Yeah.
not even legal.
They booed him out of London.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Because he was married to a teenager?
Yeah.
They know John Lennon had some weird fetishes too.
So his problem was when he married her, among other things. All right. So not only did he marry his teenage cousin,
Yep.
His divorce from Jay Mitchum was not yet finalized.
Yeah. See,
We do have we got a deep dive here on Jerry Lee
I know.
Lewis.
We do.
it did go deep tonight.
Yeah.
With that in mind, though, BYU in action tonight as well. BYU playing at home tonight.
That's right. They got Utah State, right?
Yeah, and Utah State's been horrible. And I don't know what's going on here. Blake Anderson, good coach, really had Arkansas State moving in the right direction. Now he takes over Utah State, and they're terrible. And they're getting 26 here. We played this. We gave you a free play at lanceslike.com. We give you the over 60. They're giving up 36 points per game, and BYU has not given up less than 20 in any game this season.
BYU's get right game tonight.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, but, I thought about it was either play BYU or the over. I feel good that Utah State can score some points, so I think this game's going to fly over.
All right. So a lot of scoring in that one.
Yeah.
Miami, Cincy, you think low scoring? I mean, you wouldn't make that bet, would you? More point.
I really don't know. I mean, your defense can be so good, but your offense, the second half of your game was weird. I think a lot of it did have to do with the humidity and the conditions.
Oh, there's no doubt. That wiped out both teams. Now, less Miami because they were in the shade.
Because I'm almost convinced.
Like Stephon Diggs couldn't even stay on the field at the end.
The way that game was playing, if it would have been in the Dome, I think that game's in the 40s.
Or in Buffalo. Either one.
Yeah.
In the Dome or in Buffalo, aside from snow. Now, I don't get this. You two will. Samuel says Jerry Lee Targaryen. Did they marry their cousins? Did they marry him young, or what was it?
Yeah, Targaryens, a lot of
They wanted
incest going on.
They wanted the Targaryen blood to stay Targaryen.
On Tom Selleck, Craig says Blue Bloods. Craig on YouTube. I never watched Blue Bloods.
No, I didn't either. CBS, and it had a good run. Marky Mark's brother, Donnie Wahlberg, who I think is still married to Jenny McCarthy. He's in it.
We're going to look up Donnie Wahlberg now.
Now, the thing I knew about Tom Selleck in Blue Bloods on the promos, it looked like he got some new teeth.
Yeah. It seems like they were always eating dinner right before I would do the late local news.
Yeah.
The show was on one night, and it was always they would always be eating dinner right when I would be waiting to say, coming up on CBS 42 News tonight, fire on the South Side.
And Blue Bloods.
All that after Blue.
I always know what's still running because they show the promos in the football games. Like okay, the Neighborhood's still on CBS, huh? Although it may be canceled. I haven't seen it during this season.
And I am not being a television snob. We are in the golden age of television right now.
But it's all streaming.
Yeah. And network television. I can't remember the last time I watched a show.
Boy, I don't know. I don't know the last TV show I've watched, like a legit TV show.
Hey, Pritchlaw says 3 Men and a Baby.
I was going to bring that one up. A few people said 3. Chad said it.
No, do you remember though? There was supposed to be a dead kid in the corner.
Yep, it was a ghost behind the curtain.
Yeah, and I think it was just a cardboard pop-up.
You think they did that to?
But I remember we used to
for
pause
publicity.
It.
Oh no, you knew which scene it was. You could clearly see it once you knew it was there. Do you remember that, Dunaway?
Yes, I do remember that.
I think the pop-up looked a little like Angus Young from AC/DC.
I don't remember that much about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite that in tune with it.
And honestly, I've never seen the movie.
You've never seen 3 Men and a Lady?
Nah.
That was pretty. Or 3 Men and a Baby, and then the sequel was 3 Men and a Little Lady, I think. Donnie Wahlberg, how old?
Donnie Wahlberg is going to be. He is the older brother of Marky, so he's going to be 53.
I'm going to put him at 57.
53. Now
53,
Lance got it
right
again. Jenny McCarthy still married. Good job, Lance.
53 for her too.
I thought when
look up Jenny McCarthy.
She's
now.
a Chicago girl.
Jenny McCarthy is.
Yeah. Catholic.
Jenny McCarthy is 49. She goes officially by the name Jennifer Wahlberg. She took his name. You know it's true love. How about that?
Good for her.
Evergreen Park, Illinois, Lance. That's where she's from. Yep.
Yeah, that's right outside of Chicago.
Look at Little T bringing you a big old glass of Bud Light.
She's just reciprocating.
You bought her?
Brought her
Is that Bud Light or is that the Wicked Weed?
No, that's Wicked Weed.
Mm-hmm.
Wicked Weed's really good.
Yep.
Royal Payne writes in, enjoyed the show today, guys, with Herb Winches. I know when you guys get to the evergreen content season, it'd be good to have Herb back on.
No doubt. Herb's seen a lot in his career. Covered a lot of things: coaching searches, coaching firings, coaching hirings, national championships. I mean, a little bit of everything. Herb's seen it all. USFL. He was the, correct me if I'm wrong, he was like he worked for national ABC during the USFL, right? He was their sideline reporter.
He did do some sideline reporting, and he was part of the Stallions broadcast team.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, Herb is a guy that obviously has done just such a talented guy and has done so many things in his life. Thing I respect the most is he used to be so high strung when I first met him.
Yep.
And now it's like life is so good every day. Like I never catch Herb on a bad day.
Nope.
And it's what I want to be the older I get.
Well, I think you've gotten closer to it. Dunaway has too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I told you guys, I think it was last week when
You
we did
did.
this. Yeah.
You did. I think both of you all used to be a little more high strung than you are now.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just not worth it.
Like-
But I mean, Herb,
Yeah.
I mean, you remember the
Oh,
days.
God, yes.
I mean,
he
Herb
could
might have been more high strung
meltdowns.
than both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, has this first 31 minutes of this show gone the way I thought it would? No. In the past, would
Oh,
it
at
have driven
least-
me crazy?
yeah.
Yes. But now,
But see, now you can.
doesn't bother me at all now.
You barely show it.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, what do you think? What do you think this show should have done better in the first half hour?
I don't know. We've talked a lot of sports. You know me.
This guy.
I hate
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
sports.
The
This
reason
guy.
he didn't want to do a show with me.
I hate talking sports. I just like talking the other stuff.
Hey, we are live at Steel Gastropub. It is Bud Light game night. You can come join us here. We're hanging out they're hanging out till 7 o'clock. I'm going to confess I'm leaving a little bit early. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Bud
Oh,
Lights.
wow.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Wow. Jimmy,
Thank you.
Brown.
thank you.
Now 2 beers I can drink.
Brown.
Jimmy, 2 beer. We're going to put those right there. Look at them.
Got my waterproof
Dunaway,
speaker.
for each one you kill within 45 seconds,
Here we
I'll
go.
wipe a steak.
I'm only 3 steaks down. I'm fine. I want to enjoy my beers tonight.
He's fine in steak bets too.
look,
Did you notice
look,
that this
look.
morning?
This is like a bad Bud Bowl. Here comes the speaker around the right side. Bud Light makes the tackle. They're going to win the Bud Bowl.
Dunaway's had one IPA.
I
Watch
know,
out,
I know. Look
people.
at him. He's loopy. We're
7% ABV.
Yeah, they'll be here till
Bengals win tonight. How come? Because of the funnel.
Yep.
It all goes back to the middle.
they'll be here till 7. I'm leaving a little early, so I can get home for the Dolphins game. Full confession there.
Stay until close, Brown.
LT stay until they shut this joint down. Still Gastropub, Lakeview District in Birmingham. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you've already subscribed. If you haven't, please do so. Give us a thumbs up, set your alerts. If you're watching us on Twitter, fire off a retweet for this last half hour. We'll fill up the chat room here and get some good questions. We're about to get to some more. You can drop us a question in the chat room. If you're watching us on video here, also, if you're on Facebook, share and give us a thumbs up there as well. Like us on Twitch. We greatly appreciate all of those things. Still Gastropub's got a good menu here, LT.
Look. No, I just turned around. I was looking at something.
I noticed.
So the trash can nachos. I brought up the mac and cheese egg
about to
roll.
mention those.
A tower of nachos layered with piping hot melted beer cheese, black beans, street corn, chili, jalapeno, steak.
Yes, sir.
And they say, careful, this is a lot of food.
Well, it does sound as though it's a lot of food, but I like a lot of food. You know me. I don't like it to be skimpy. That sounds like it's not skimpy. I am going to try these mac and cheese egg rolls, though. I gotta alert you to.
You ordering it right now?
No, but probably when we're done. I don't know. When we're done, when we're done. Probably when we're done. I'm just firing off a retweet so people know we're still on, man.
You want me to jump in here and say stuff so it's not just
Oh,
you
I can do
texting?
something here.
Boom. I'm good.
Lunsford says, careful, this is a lot of food. Has never stopped me before.
Me neither. Lunsford is absolutely right about that.
It scares me because here's the thing. When you get something that tastes good, I'm going to finish it. And then after the fact, I feel miserable sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I know what you're saying. There are times I do that too. Hunter asked, are Bud Light girls running around there tonight?
I mean,
Yeah.
they're running suicides right now. Hunter.
It's out there getting
I
ready.
mean, my God, we can't get halfway through a beer without more Bud Lights.
It's early on. It's actually calisthenics right now. They're doing the stretching, and then the suicides will start up here in a little bit, and then maybe some laser tag. Hunter, come by.
Chad says, didn't her pretty much start WJOX? There's no pretty much to it.
Yeah, he did.
Absolutely. Yep.
Don't let anybody tell you any different.
Samuel, who is your most famous Twitter follower and who is your favorite Twitter follow?
My most famous Twitter follower is Ariana Grande, and I'm kidding.
Follow you.
I really don't.
How full would those DMs be if she followed him?
Oh, it'd be like the 3-point contest.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look.
I mean, I've
really
got
don't know.
some that I don't understand why they follow you. I think they want something and then they forget to come back.
I mean, Clay's pretty famous. I mean, he's got a lot of Twitter followers. I don't know if you'd call him.
How do you find who's famous?
I don't even know. I got to
You
find
just
out.
look at verified followers.
Okay, profile.
Oh, I don't
okay.
know how to
Where
do
do I
that.
see that? Followers.
Yep, and then verified followers.
I don't see where my followers are, Jim.
Um,
Oh, there we go. Followers verified. Where do I do verified? Oh, see, I'm not verified anymore, so I can't do it.
oh, okay.
All right, I'm out.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wait, did they unverify you?
Yeah, because I had to change my name. Remember, my Twitter handle was Ryan Brown WJOX, and that's policy.
Okay, so where's the verified?
Followers?
The great Ronald,
Verified
the great Ronald Norred from Butler used to join our show occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Mincy from Barstool. Scooby Wright from the Stallions, world champions.
Oh shit, Jack Youngblood.
How about that?
That's a Hall of Fame Ram follows
Yeah,
me.
boy, read some of his tweets. I bet those are phenomenal.
Oh, let's see.
What's the last thing he tweeted?
Last thing, down here in Florida watching Hurricane Ian. Everyone stay safe.
All the best to
Is he,
Jack
is, he,
Youngblood.
is he a Hall of Famer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is Pudge Rodriguez a Hall of Famer?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why would Pudge Rodriguez follow
I
you?
don't know, but verified Ivan Pudge Rodriguez.
That is bizarre.
Jonathan Hutton, outkick.
I mean, I like Hutton and all, but that's no Pudge
Heather
Rodriguez.
Dinich, surprisingly.
Heather Dinich. How about that?
Our
Follows
man
Jimmy
Jason Campbell, we had him on the
Dunaway.
show
Look at
yesterday.
that, yeah. How about that?
Former starting quarterback in the NFL.
Uh-huh.
Jim McMahon. I'm big in the NFL.
Hall of Fame,
Wow.
Hall of Famer Jim McMahon.
Is there a
he's not
chance-
a Hall of Famer.
He lost his mind, so that
Yeah.
might be part of it.
Is there a chance that these people think I'm the Jim Dunaway that played tight end in the NFL?
100%. Oh, look, you got
because
cleared.
Warren Moon.
Warren Moon follows Dunaway.
They think I'm the tight end guy.
He got cleared of all that stuff, and now he's
Yep.
doing sports in Birmingham. Good for him.
Aaron Taylor, Bruce Pearl.
Look at Dunaway.
Jim Everett, former Rams quarterback.
How about that?
You're big in the Rams.
Yeah, old Rams people that couldn't win
Yeah.
anything.
Oh. Coach Jason from Last Chance U.
Well, he blocked me.
Yeah, not me. I didn't piss him off.
Chris Mortensen.
The Mort report. Yeah, Mort follows me. That's probably mine.
Hey, happy anniversary to Mort today. 38th anniversary day. Did you
Was
wish
he
him-
and his wife?
Yeah. Did you wish him a happy anniversary?
You know, I did not. I need to do
Yes,
that.
You're a
Bill.
horrible follower.
I really am. I like old Mort. We need to get him back on the show. I hadn't had him on in a while.
Yep.
Let's see here. Paul says Abbott Elementary on ABC is funny. I've heard that, and I see the promos, but I've never watched it. I've heard it's funny. Lance, what's the play tonight? Under 48.5 from Cody Fox on YouTube. You like the under?
I can't figure out that total. I really can't.
Okay.
Tua is expected to play if you're just joining us.
Yep.
I've got a stake on the Dolphins at a pick 'em.
Pritch Law says, is it Chrissy Everett or Jim Everett that follows you?
Oh.
Don't y'all think that was staged?
I will tell this. I'm
100%.
gonna tell this behind the scenes story, and it would have been perfect. And you guys remember me reaching out in July. So I talked to Jim Everett, and I went back and forth on Twitter, and I talked to his publicist, and we were going to do a podcast that was going to originate through Double Down Media.
That's right. It was going to be about what?
Through the next round. It was going to be about the Rams.
That's
and
right.
it would have been the perfect season to do it.
Yep.
En route to winning a Super
The
Bowl.
working title was All in the Ramley.
Or We Are Ramley.
We Are
We Are
Ramley.
Ramley.
We Are Ramley was it. And we couldn't come up on the right dollar amount, and he didn't want to commit. Very unfortunate. And I kept telling his girls, like, he ain't doing nothing.
Yep. If Hunter says if Jalen, Tua, and Bryce were in Fayetteville Saturday, who gets the start? Alabama wide receivers stay the same. Now he says Alabama wide receivers stay the same. I think because Jalen's a little more mobile than those other two, so they have to run more.
Yeah. With this offensive line, are they playing the way they're playing now, or playing the way they played when they were in the Alabama uniform?
This exact team. Well, I don't know if they're playing the way they're playing now. They're pro quarterbacks.
If they're playing the way they're playing now, I would take Jalen Hurts because of the lack of offensive line protection, and he's going to have to run them out of some mistakes, and he's throwing the ball really well. But if they're playing the way they played in college, I'm going to go with Tua Tagovailoa and just hope he doesn't get hit. Quick release.
We're different. I think I would go with Bryce Young.
So you'd keep it the same.
Oh, Bryce is in the mix. I thought it was just the
no,
three
Jalen,
pros.
Tua, or Bryce.
Oh, I thought it was my bad.
You were thinking Mac Jones.
Oh, without a doubt, I'd go Bryce Young. I think
so
the
you'd
best
say-
quarterback
so
in Alabama history is there right now.
Both of you would say the same. Huh?
Yeah. Now, I will
I
tell
thought we were
you-
going to three pros, Mac.
No
Jalen,
offense
right.
to your starting quarterback, Brown, but the way Jalen Hurts is playing right now is out of his mind.
There's no doubt.
So
He's probably the MVP in the NFC.
I think I would go Bryce and then Jalen and then Tua. So ridiculous.
And Mac Jones was all he did was quarterback the perfect 2020 season, the greatest Alabama offense ever assembled.
No, you're right about that. It will never get the credit it deserves because it was a COVID year, but it was.
It will for me, Brown,
I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying nationally it won't.
because you know me. I think COVID was a farce.
Yep.
And, you
A
know,
farce
and-
created by the government.
Yeah.
Lunsford says he's going to have to pull some strings to get me verified again like he did with Lance. So, all right. Thank you, Lunsford.
Well, I mean, the true story about me getting verified was pretty simple. Somebody was using an account under my name with my likeness, and they were basically harassing Kristen Saban. Do you guys remember that?
I do remember that.
I really thought it was you.
Yeah. I don't even mess around on Twitter.
Yeah. I just one day my daughter came downstairs and said, Dad, you're verified on Twitter. This is back when the teenagers looked at Twitter, I guess.
Right.
And I said, what? She
I'd
said,
like to-
you're verified on Twitter. Look.
I'd like to be verified on Instagram.
I don't know how that works. Preston says opinions on gigantic inflatable yard decorations. My neighborhood has gone early to the Halloween decorations. Yeah, they're up already. Like a lot of them went this past weekend, went to the Halloween decorations.
Well, starting on Monday, the lobby at Double Down Media will have Halloween themed music as you walk in.
Will it now?
Here's where I am on inflatable yard decorations.
Okay, I bet I can guess
Oh,
this.
let me tell you where I am. Pellet gun.
No, I don't care if you do it.
Right, but
I'm just not going to do it.
well, I like your attitude more than Dunaway's. Dunaway's shooting them. Why do you hate them so much,
I
Dunaway?
don't. I was just trying to
The
guess
only
LT's
reason
answer.
I like, if there were no kids in the world, they should be illegal. But because it makes kids happy,
right.
then I don't have a problem with
I
it.
don't care. I have no problem with it at all.
Yeah.
I'm not a big rule following guy. I was just trying to follow along with my fake account here, talking about COVID being a farce and
Shooting down yard decorations?
Yeah, all stuff that I don't really believe.
The great Casey Dunn, UAB baseball coach.
He's a
Did
legend.
you guys ever go see his house at
Yeah.
Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He had a yard full of inflatables at Christmas. Kids really, really like that. I don't know if Casey still does that, but
I think he does.
Yeah,
Imagine now in the day of NIL how much he could put up there.
I guess so. Yes. What we got going on, Lance? Trying to get another beer?
No, I was looking at we got our Bud Light people here. I was just waving.
Okay. All right. Scott said T.O. followed his old account and then he got banned. Well, that's unfortunate. I hate that for you.
Wait,
Scott.
so T.O. got banned or Scott?
No, Scott. I think Scott got banned. Scott had a weird deal with Twitter where he showed video of Kyle Berger, who was an NBC 13 sports anchor.
Forster.
Yeah, Forrester. This happened to Forrester. So he shows video of Berger standing on the field in Athens. And it's an Auburn, Georgia game. And I think it was Living on a Prayer was playing over the stadium. No, it was a Backstreet Boys song, maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
Backstreet back. All right.
I think that was it. Let's be careful here.
He's still on beer number one. I think.
Yeah. So Kyle is singing every word to the song. And Twitter banned Scott for that because he played copyright material.
I think Twitter's got some weird stuff.
They
going
really
on.
do.
I don't think that's legal. It's It's what you're supposed to put hashtag natural sound or something.
You'll need
Original sound or something.
You'll need to go back.
I can't help
a few
what's
years
playing
and
in the
tell Scott
stadium.
that,
I
yeah.
have a right to post what I'm doing in life.
Chris
My
said
merits in the Constitution.
Chris said on YouTube, you guys made it on. Wasn't sure after the midnight show Saturday night. All right, we're not going to let that happen again. We apologize. You guys have hammered us enough. All right, we're gonna do the midnight show.
No,
or something
we
like
do have to have some flexibility.
We got some
Yeah.
flexibility, but yeah, we won't make
Well,
those.
it's the middle show that you guys are starting to do. Now we're down to 3 shows every Saturday. That's too
What
much.
is happening to this guy?
That's
over
too
here?
much.
What is happening to
No,
this
we
guy?
had to do.
I mean,
yeah, you're the one that wants to work all the time.
Yeah.
No,
we
not-
had to
just the
do
opposite.
I could
the
tell
emergency show after Auburn. We had to.
Yeah, people loved it.
I mean, we were dialed up, ready to go when the fat kicker was supposed to make the
That's
kick.
right. You weren't even there.
Harold
No.
Nevis.
And I could tell by your attitude when you got on there, you didn't want to be there. You should have just not done it.
I
That was
only have
Jimmy Bama coming
when
out.
you get to my age, you've only got so many college football Saturdays left, and I've spent a lot of good games working with you guys now during the middle of the games. I thought we did them before the games and after the games.
No, but you're the one that chooses to go to these games. We don't go to
You
these
do-
games.
when
I've only
you're
been to one.
Well, you're going in a couple of weeks.
I'll be at the Texas A&M game, the Tennessee game, and the Iron Bowl.
Okay, so even if let me ask
Sorry,
you
I'm
this.
helping out a local station. The economy. My bad.
So if
Should be
A&M
passive
if
aggressive.
A&M loses this weekend to Mississippi State, which by the way they're underdogs.
Oh, I think they will.
and Alabama for whatever reason gets upset like they did in College Station, you're still going?
Yeah, I've got programming to field. I'm helping out our friends at CBS 42.
Well, I think at that point they could throw anybody on there. Anybody's gonna be watching.
That's true.
You don't think that's what they've done already?
Hey, we are at Still Gastropub, Lakeview District. It is Bud Light game night here at Lakeview. And thank you for joining us wherever you're watching us. If you're on YouTube, make sure you've subscribed, hit that thumbs up, and set your alerts. If you're watching us on Twitter, we got about 15 more minutes to go here. Fire off a retweet so people will join us. Give us a thumbs up there as well. Like us on Facebook and share us there. Still Gastropub and Bud Light, great combo.
Oh, it really is. And again, great specials tonight. We've got this Wicked Weed IPA. A pint is only $3. I promise you, Dunaway's already singing. He's not even through one. You're going to absolutely love it if you love IPAs. Also, $3 Bud Light pints. Food from the mac and cheese egg rolls we told you about. They've got a queso burger. How about this? Double burger patties, pepper jack cheese, pico jalapenos, and fresh queso.
Yes, sir.
That's just part of the menu they've got here at Still Gastropub. It is located right across from, I don't know. We're at the heart of 280.
Hair
or
salon.
the heart of Lakeview.
Lakeview, right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it says hair salon.
Yeah, we're right across from my Nana Funk's.
You know, actually, there's some kind of church over there.
Yeah, it's Red Mountain Church.
Yeah, because I walked into a reception there one time.
Did you?
Mhm.
Well, on purpose?
Well, I got drug in there by somebody.
Oh, okay.
Aren't
No.
we just around the corner from Nana Funk's?
Yes, right around the corner from Nana Funk's.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in Nana Funk's?
Yes. It's open till 4 a.m. Yes.
When have you been in Nana
That
Funk's?
place has been there forever, dude.
It's
Come
been
on.
there for about 12 to 15 years.
Oh, 20 at
no,
least.
no.
Hit us up in the chat room. When did Nana
No.
Funk's open? Was Nana Funk's open in 2002? Yes.
I'll go stake bet it wasn't.
I don't know how we're going to settle that.
2010s when I was there, probably. Post late news, post football game with the Shanesty Abbey Chen cruise.
Wow. Hey, Tripp has a sports question. Can we do a sports question, Dunaway?
I guess.
LT, can
Hate
you
talking sports.
can
All
you
the
give
show
an
does.
opinion on
Rockstar. He wants to talk about a sport.
Can you give an opinion on a couple look aheads? LSU plus 4.5 against Tennessee, Texas plus 3.5 in the Red River.
I like both dogs.
So you would go LSU plus 4.5. There's no way they'll be getting 4.5 with Tennessee coming to Baton Rouge. Is that right?
Well, no. Let's see how LSU
You like
plays this week.
LSU against Tennessee?
If
in Baton Rouge?
LSU
have
comes
fallen and
out,
hit your head.
if Jaden Daniels is making plays against this Auburn defense, LSU wins decisively. LSU again is getting better each and every week. Tennessee's defense is no good.
Oh, Tennessee will beat LSU more than HBO beat Will Wade. Come on.
HBO.
Didn't they do a documentary?
I don't remember that.
Wait,
Oh,
so
Will Wade?
that game is in Baton Rouge,
It's
right?
in Baton Rouge, yeah.
I'll take
Yes.
4.5 right now.
You'll Tennessee minus 4.5.
I'll take LSU plus
Yeah.
4.5.
Yep.
All I have to do is give you 4.5.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, lock it.
All right.
Lock it.
Well, don't forget to write this down now because I'm seeing too much argument between you two about these stake bets.
Well, you are the chairman.
Nope.
And actually,
I want nothing to do with it.
I'll be honest. I think Oklahoma could have some problems this week with TCU.
You know, I kind of thought that too. I was looking at
Yeah.
that in the upset alert.
I think Max Duggan is playing. I mean, he's number one right now in QBR. He's playing flawless football. And
Sonny
Oklahoma
Dykes has done a good job there early.
done a really good
Yeah.
job. And again, I said this last week, Oklahoma's not fully cooked. And you saw it defensively last week. You know, Klatt and some other people were talking about how airtight this defense was. They got exposed from Adrian Martinez. Duggan, the way he's playing right now at home, you're getting points. I think that's an interesting game. And if Oklahoma was to lose that, you wonder if this thing spirals. At the same time, Texas loses to West Virginia. Who knows?
I mean, it's just a Jenga thing with you. If this happens,
I know.
and it all comes falling down.
Hey,
crap.
we're still early, man. We're in
House of
September.
cards.
I haven't
House of
figured
cards.
this thing out yet.
Let me just tell you, what's LSU doing this weekend? Oh, they're playing at Auburn.
They're playing at Auburn.
What's Tennessee doing?
It's a
this
bye week,
weekend?
right?
Tennessee's preparing for LSU right now. Beat down. Lock it.
Beat down Lockett, he says.
Yeah.
All right. That's
By the way, how are we doing on the Tua Jalen season-long touchdown run?
I'm not sure.
The one and only Harry Long, everyone.
What's Harry showing us?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Lanceslock.com. Use code GEM.
Did we bet a stake on that, by the way?
Yeah. Why?
Tua Jalen.
No. Nana Fonks.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, no, I was
Yeah.
saying 2010 it was open. That's what I was saying.
2008.
Oh,
Yeah,
8.
see,
Wow.
I was there in
Very
2010.
close, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
2000.
I didn't know Harry was back there.
Yeah.
Keith says,
It's quiet and down low.
why no Barrett Jones this football season?
Why, Brown?
No, we'll get Barrett on. He was on with us every game or every week last year, but Barrett is not doing ESPN radio anymore.
That's right. He's house full of kids now. His business is booming.
That's right. But he still watches Bama. We'll get him on for some Bama thoughts one day.
Truthfully,
I don't-
Brown doesn't like calling people in Memphis. He won't call Verno and get him on the show anymore. You won't call Barrett Jones and get him
I
on the show
love
anymore.
Barrett. I love Verno too. I'd love to have Verno back on.
Albert Means. You won't get Albert Means on the show.
That is true. Wow, look at Will. Y'all need to get Barrett on, even if it's just a one-off. I promise you we'll get Barrett Jones on. I promise you that.
Here's a
Hunter
bigger,
says,
here's
I haven't thought about Barrett. Keith, good question. Man,
here's a bigger
Sorry,
question.
guys.
Is Barrett doing color, though, right now?
No, he's
no,
doing nothing. How come
nothing.
Barrett hadn't reached out to us? He's doing nothing.
You know what's happened? Barrett's got some big clients.
Yeah,
that's
right.
I think that's 100%.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Barrett really could have Jalen Hurts. He could have Tua. All you need is a couple of these clients.
That's right.
And look, Barrett's one of those guys I'd trust with my money.
Oh, gosh, yes. Barrett's as honest as they come and straightforward. But his wife had another kid, too, or is pregnant, one of the two. I don't know if I need to check on Barrett. Barrett's a good friend, and I haven't
texting
checked
him
on
right
him in a
now.
while.
This is passive aggressive.
finally
You
saw
okay? How's life?
Yeah.
See what he says.
Okay.
I
He's
went
watching.
to see my friend Dr. B. You know, he's got his office at St. Vincent's, and I
Right.
was on the elevator
That's
with
right
a
over
girl.
here.
Yeah, that I would feel very confident asking, how much longer do you have?
I
Not
mean,
like
it is,
life.
but
not
you-
life. I'm talking about
I
pregnancy.
know.
Oh,
but
okay. Wow.
But you
Yeah.
are at St. Vincent's. I mean, if you ask a girl that at the Galleria,
No, but I mean,
it's
it
a
was
little
like,
different than at St. Vincent's.
I mean, I can't explain. Like, she was kind of skinny.
Did she seem miserable?
Oh, yeah.
Was it like,
Yeah.
like,
Like, get this
Yeah.
out of me.
yeah.
Like, you don't watch House of the Dragon, but
But
they,
see, once
they,
it gets,
they couldn't get it out of her last Sunday, so
What-
they just decided.
So
to
you're
burn her.
thinking Barrett Jones, because of his longtime relationship with Jimmy Sexton, has gotten so many big clients now that he is making so much money and is so busy with 2 kids, a wife, and all these
Yeah,
clients.
I
think-
could 100% see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and I think he's got an in. I mean, it's easy. Hey, Jalen, you know, we played together. You know, I'm doing this. Here's the portfolios that I'm handling. Why would you not trust him?
Yeah.
Jimmy, thank you for this $8.5 million contract. Do you have anybody that can handle this money for me? Yes, it's Barrett
Yeah,
Jones.
yeah. Well, guy played at Alabama. You know you
Yeah.
can trust him.
Yeah.
Go ask Coach Saban about it.
Barrett A. Jones.
Lunsford says he's already got a 15-foot giant skeleton in his yard. Please help.
I am not Chuck with Laurel. It's our favorite holiday of the year. Christmas, Halloween all day.
Yeah.
long.
LT, Pritch Law says LT doesn't like those yard decorations because he doesn't like generators running before 11 a.m.
That's not true.
Chad says LT's neighbor's going to have the loudest inflatables this Halloween. Kevin says LT is fine with inflatables after 8 a.m. before 10 p.m.
I love that I have become
Comfortable.
freaking Clint Eastwood and
The old man.
what's it called? El Camino.
Yeah. Samuel says Lunsford can just create a Ryan Brown live account and go after Kristen Saban. That's how I get re whatever.
Oh, that's right. Just fake accounts to make them.
Yep. Cody says, do you like the personnel that does Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime? It's Al Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, and
Kaylee Hartung.
Kaylee Hartung.
Fantastic
Yep.
crew.
I like Michaels and
Yeah.
Herbstreit together.
Yeah, and I like Kaylee on the sidelines.
I
And
like
I think
Kaylee.
Carissa Thompson, who I thought would be fantastic, is probably the only person slowing them down, and she'll get more comfortable as the pregame, halftime, and postgame host. But I love is it Ryan Fitzpatrick? I love him. I love Sherman, and I love Gonzalez. I think it's a fantastic crew.
Can I make a point? Watch this tonight and tell me if you notice this.
Kaylee is sneaky hot.
I've met Kaylee. We met her down in New Orleans.
I've met her a few
very nice
times.
person.
Last time I saw her was here in
Atlanta.
Birmingham at East West.
Oh, yeah?
Atlanta. It was outside Marty Smith. We were waiting on an Uber.
I met her in New Orleans, but y'all could have seen her in Atlanta too. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, first time I saw her, she was at the other end of a craps table in Las Vegas. She
That's
was the
what
one.
you say. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
I
She
don't
was the
think
one
so.
that yelled at me.
Yeah.
Stay hot, shooter. Stay hot.
Yeah, I can imagine
my
Kaylee
friends-
Hartung doing
Yeah.
that.
Well, I'd been rolling for 45 minutes. I was
Yeah.
making her money.
The
I was making everybody's money.
the thing I've noticed about this is, and I don't know if you guys notice the same thing. I am just, because of what I do for a living, I think I am very attuned to this. But the audio on streaming shows is worse than the audio like on over-the-air TV or cable.
What do you mean?
Because I think for bandwidth issues, they have to prioritize whether they're going to stream high quality video or high quality audio. Because of bandwidth, they can't push both through the pipe. So they sacrifice the audio a little bit for the video.
Lunsford, is he saying is bullshit? Is this a BS?
Yeah,
Brian
I
Brown
don't.
BS?
I don't know if that's right, because every now and then one of my surround sound speakers will pop and it'll kind of make you jump, and all I do is stream.
I'm just saying, when you stream, the audio is not as good.
You know what the difference?
You have to
in
run
and
it
I?
up and it fluctuates a lot.
I've
What?
had 6 glasses of wine by
so,
the time.
so you just assume that's
yeah,
it.
so I really don't know.
But what I was going to say is the Thursday night games, the crowd noise is not as good. If you'll notice, the crowd is lower than like if you're watching on Fox or CBS. Notice that tonight.
No, I've
Like the
noticed
crowd
that.
noise mix isn't as loud.
I've noticed that, except when Carissa Thompson's talking, and she's either
Yeah.
too far from her mic or it's not loud
And you
enough.
can't say, well, it's just the taste of a producer, because the guy that's producing it is Fred Gaudelli, that was with Al Michaels at NBC forever.
Yeah.
So it's the same guy that used to do Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
Griffin says, Brown, that is not true. Ha, 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 ha. That's not how that works. 100% it's true. I'm not going to believe him. What's Griffin know?
I think Griffin knows. Griffin's in the business.
Keith says, when y'all left WJOX, is there any radio personality that surprised y'all with their reaction to you leaving, either good or bad way?
Oh.
Don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah, well, we don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I mean,
He didn't want you to sugarcoat it.
Next.
yeah. I mean, I don't want to talk about it.
Just do good. Who surprised you that was good? Don't let's eliminate Birmingham. Nobody in Birmingham.
Oh, well, everybody outside of Birmingham thought it was great.
Yeah, but who surprised you?
Like,
I mean, who reached out to you? They're like, wow.
well, then it just sounds like name dropping. Then
I mean, you just read people
No,
that
I
followed
mean,
you
I-
on
that was
Twitter.
the question.
The
That's
night
what someone
of,
said.
Colin Cowherd called me and he's like, and I think what you guys are doing is revolutionary.
It's where we're going.
You're against the
You
man.
beat us to it.
Bill Simmons called and said, if you guys didn't want to do your own thing, we got a place for you here at the Ringer. No, I mean, everybody,
hey, let me-
everybody outside of Birmingham thought it was the greatest thing ever. And still to this day, for 14 months, everywhere we go around the country outside of Birmingham, people are like, man, you guys are just, we're watching what you're doing
Yeah,
because we want to do something exactly like it.
I'll tell you this. I'll answer it this way. This is not right after we left, but this was July after we left. We had not even done a live show yet. And we went to SEC Media Days, and the amount of people in radio that sought us out, and we were outside the main area in our makeshift studio there. The amount of people that sought us out to say, what y'all did was incredibly ballsy, and I just want you to know I am so hoping you succeed, and I'm watching closely, and I'd love to reach out to you and find out what y'all are thinking.
Yeah, look,
That blew me away how many people did
it was incredible. I really don't know what's going to happen because everything's day to day and you really can't predict the future. But I will tell you right now, it feels like Netflix, where you would actually put the DVD in the mailbox and send it back.
right?
So I still think we've got so much out there that we haven't even, like, we had a meeting this week that nobody knows about. where we have an opportunity to maybe do some really interesting stuff that doesn't necessarily pertain just to our show.
Yeah, I hope that works out one day, because you could literally say we're the first people in the industry to do it.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. Like, if you can ever say we were the first people to stream a show, or we were the first people to be in color TV,
Yeah.
or we were the first people to play an electric guitar in a song.
I think what LT and Brown are telling you guys is that we are open to new adventures that are out there, that it's not always going to be just the 4-hour show.
Right. We're experimental.
Yeah. And we have the freedom to do that now.
Yep. Griffin says, I enjoyed the roundtable tons, but for what it's worth, I've enjoyed TNR over the roundtable. Y'all can be yourselves all the time. I mean, I don't know that we weren't ourselves.
I kind of agree with that,
roundtable,
though.
but I mean, I do.
I just
Somebody told me that.
always felt like I had a filter on me.
Yeah, somebody told me that at church the other day. He was like, I love what you guys are doing, because I can tell you're just more comfortable doing it. I'm like, were we that uncomfortable?
I am very much more comfortable.
He said
now.
it wasn't that y'all were uncomfortable, because y'all were very comfortable listening before. He said, but y'all are just more at ease now.
I am.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's different when you
But the weird thing is, I mean,
I don't
when
want to say you can't be fired, but
well, I got to fire me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I can be bought out.
Well, yeah, I could be bought out. I'd a lot rather be bought out than fired, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I mean, the weird thing is, I would say this: we never once.
Look how pretty Provo is.
I would love to go to a game in Provo.
Yeah. I mean, that's
I
just a
mean,
crappy looking stadium. I mean, it's got all those gaps in it, but with the mountains there, anything
It's
looks
just
pretty.
gorgeous.
And by the way, that kid is so good, Jaron Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you haven't watched him play, he hasn't played a ton of football.
No,
he's getting better and better.
What is he, 31?
I don't think he's been on his mission yet.
Yeah. Hank Bogmeyer has, by the way. Did you know that?
I did not. I thought Hank
I didn't know
Bogner
he was Mormon.
22.
24, I think.
Wow.
Or he'll be 24. I think I was reading something on the Athletic today. Boise State, he'll have 2 years of eligibility left. He initially signed with BYU, I want to say in 2018, and went on his mission trip. And now he's.
I don't know if I believe you. I think your wicked weeds got you.
It
All
could
right,
be.
who are we
Could
looking
be.
up? Hank Bachmeyer?
It's going to be a Wikipedia page for Hank Bachmeyer.
Oh, what do y'all think? You think Hank Bachmeyer's got a Wikipedia
Yep.
page or not?
Sure do. Nana Funk's 2008, by the way.
Well, they don't have one.
Lunsford, if you're still there, we need a Double Down Media and a Next Round Wikipedia page. We
Hank
haven't done that yet.
Bachmeyer is age 23. He was born in 99, age 23.
So he'll be 24.
What am I looking for?
What's his birthday?
Whether or not
He went to
his
BYU.
birthday's in July, huh?
Did he sign
He
with
went to
BYU?
Okay, college career, Boise, high school career.
Signed with BYU. Went on a mission trip. Went to Boise.
He verbally committed to Boise State in 2018, officially signed in December, and enrolled in 2019. I think you make this up.
Dunaway, again,
doesn't
we've
say a
got
word about
$3
BYU.
Wicked Weed IPAs.
I mean, Dunaway.
Dunaway's almost finished one. He's got about 2 ounces
I'm already
left.
drinking this one.
He's already switched to Bud Light. Completely a swing and a miss there.
Yeah, I mean, that was about as bad as it gets right there.
No, I'm going to go chase down the story.
He was homeschooled until high school. No, he went to high school.
There you go. Homeschool, went on a mission trip.
Mission trip.
I think he signed with BYU. Wikipedia is not always right.
Lunsford says, I've already added Jim to the notable Montevallo alums. Isn't that enough? You are a notable Montevallo
That
alum.
is. Did you know Nurse Ratchet from One Who Flew Over the Cuckoo's
Louise
Nest
Hatcher.
was a
I
Montevallo
didn't know
girl?
that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You did or you did not?
I did not.
I didn't either. She would have to jump to the top
Yeah,
of our list, right?
I thought Montevallo had more attractive women than that.
they do.
They do.
I
That's what I'm
married-
saying.
I married one.
Drake says, when can we expect a full rundown of what happened? Will you guys commit to us doing that over the winter and spring and having it ready to go this summer?
Spring and summer of 23.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we'll
13
produce it
parts.
then. We'll
Yeah.
produce it. Will you please just let go of the 13 parts?
It's going to be the easiest way. When you do it, it's
Well,
going to be
but
the easiest.
why does it have to be 13? Why did you say
Because he's
13?
going old school 13 college.
I mean, I just.
By the way, we need.
Like we're starting America.
Okay,
we-
go pull up Mad Men's every season. How many episodes?
typically 13.
Well,
That's right.
but, I
There's
mean,
why. It's 13. If
being,
it's
by
ever
the
going
way-
to go on Netflix, it'll be 13 episodes.
Yeah, I'm sure Netflix will be all over that.
I think we can do this in 4 parts.
It's too much. 4 parts, how long? 2 hours?
No.
Wouldn't 13 30-minute segments be better?
And I don't think we release this until
No,
August.
next summer. Next
Yeah,
summer.
Yeah.
August may be a touch close to football season.
Yeah, let's do right before we go to the Floribama.
Well, our problem is, here is our problem, if you just want me to be blunt about it, is initially, look, this stuff evolves, right? When you start something new. And initially, we did some stuff that was simply audio podcast only, but you guys love the video element so much. Everything we do now, we try to have a video element to it.
See, I disagree with that, but
Of course he
I get
does.
outvoted.
Why would you disagree with that?
Because I think the Mystery Fifth Hour was better when it's just audio.
What is the difference?
I'm just saying.
But no, back it up.
I feel like everything shouldn't have a video element. Some of it should be just audio, so you can listen to it on a walk or whatever, and not have to worry about, there's video too.
Well, just turn on YouTube and put it in your pocket, and you can listen to it on a walk, and it's audio only at that point.
I know. Or you could just have audio only and imagine what's going on.
What are we, 1920?
Theater of the mind, sometimes greater than. But we disagree. I lost the vote, 9-1.
Lost the vote.
9-1.
Did we ever vote on that?
No, we didn't. But I think we're supposed to get out of here now, right?
We've done an hour, and Pritch Law says that's what ugly people say. Just make it audio only.
Wow.
Yeah, he's right.
Cody says he watches on YouTube more than any listening platform. Well, thank you.
Good.
We don't care where you do it. Just do it. All right. That's going to do it. All right. So we are at Still Gastropub with Bud Light, LT.
Yeah, so $3 pints of the Wicked Weed. You saw what it did to Dunaway, just one. Come by, grab those. Also $3 pints of the Bud Light. We're giving great stuff away.
Are we?
You see the backpack? We've got
Such
a size-defying bass speaker.
Yep.
And this thing is incredible sound, loved by 20 million people.
How could 20 million people be wrong about
20
anything?
million plus?
Apparently, it's not. It's better sound than what you get on streaming. It's fully waterproof.
Somebody send us to Herb Street tonight so we can hear him.
So
Just the crowd.
you can take this in the bathtub with you, apparently.
Bathtub.
Yeah, I mean, it's fully waterproof. Anyway, come by Still Gastropub. Come see the great staff here. Mac and cheese egg rolls, the queso burger, blackened fish tacos. They've got a lot of great stuff. Fried pretzels. Who doesn't like a fried pretzel? And how about this? Fried cheesecake for dessert.
Yeah.
Come see us.
I can't wait.
Lakeview, we're here. We're here with Bud Light. Come get some of the great specials, win some prizes, hang out with us.
I mean, obviously, you probably can't make it tonight because we're, 6:05 already. But remember this place, even when we're not here. It's a good place to watch games.
Massive TV wall that we're looking at right here.
Great beer selection. I mean, I'm looking at 33 taps. Is that a good guess?
I counted 37, but yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, for me, that's a good guess. And I was in the ballpark. 33 taps.
Yeah, come see us. I'll be here. How about that?
Yeah. A lot of good drinks.
I'll buy you a Bud Light if you come by.
All right.
Hey, and thank you for joining us. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to hit that thumbs up and make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already, and also set your alert so you know when we're live on shows like this every Thursday night and other times, Saturdays in the fall. Also, if you're on Twitter, retweet this and hit the thumbs up. Share us on Facebook. Hit the thumbs up there. Like us there. And like us on Twitch. It hurts my eyes.
Hey, that is one of the most amazing things. I just want to say this, and I'm out.
Okay. Lance is
the
leaving, everybody.
ACC Atlantic. Clemson, Florida State, NC State, Wake, and Syracuse are combined 19-1.
That is pretty good. What if they played out of conference, though? Clemson played who? Florida State played LSU. NC State has not really played anybody out of conference. East Carolina.
Wake played Liberty.
Syracuse played Illinois
Purdue.
and Purdue. Who did Clemson play? They played somebody, didn't they? Out of conference.
I don't know. That's still pretty impressive.
No, you're right. 19-1. All right, Lance, can we end this thing? All right, Lance is out, Jim. Lance is out.
Hank Baumeister transfers from Boise State. Is he going to BYU? Did I read it
I think you
backwards?
read it backwards. He's got to do his mission first. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.